Hey, cycle breakers and barrier breakers alike. Welcome to the Fuck That Bullshit podcast, where we advocate, educate, motivate, and create a safe space for you to embrace the mental wealth of marginalized and disenfranchised communities. We are serving no bullshit knowledge, tools, strategies, and insights. And yes, we will be entertaining. Our goal each episode is for you to leave feeling empowered, ready to take action and make meaningful choices that pave the way to your abundant mental wealth. So enjoy, like, subscribe, share, and discuss. Make sure you save it too, just in case you want to look back at it and get some more tips and things. The PTBS podcast is for education, empowerment, and inspiration. It is not a substitute for therapy or professional mental health care. If you're in need of additional support, please reach out to a licensed mental health provider. Warning: the Fuck That Bullshit podcast is intended for mature audiences only. This podcast contains raw, unfiltered conversations about mental health, social issues, and breaking generational cycles. We keep it real, unapologetic, and explicit because healing and empowerment require honesty. We're going to have strong language and adult themes, unfiltered discussions on race, identity, and mental wealth, challenging bullshit narratives without censorship. So if you're easily offended, this might not be for you, and it's definitely not for kids. But if you're ready for bold, barrier-breaking conversations that empower, educate, and entertain, tap in and let's fuck that bullshit together. Let's go. Hey.
What's happening?
How y'all week was?
Chilling. We alive.
Yeah, we alive. That's important.
Explain about those things,
Absolutely. So welcome everybody to the PTBS Fuck That Bullshit podcast show. Episode, whatever this is, season 3.
I know. Yeah. We not bougie like them other guys. Keep up.
Yeah, we ain't keeping up with that.
Right, we want to be laid back and just like chill. You know what I'm saying? And all that. So, I had an event, what that was last week. I helped my daughter out with her wedding planning business. And so we have no episode for last week. And sometimes, guys, we ain't going to be here because we got shit to do. You know what I'm saying? So,
right, we alive, goddamn.
We're doing shit. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't won a lot of it yet.
We're living, you know what I'm saying? And all that. But when we going to be here, we're going to be here because we ain't trying to change your mind. We're trying to make it think.
Right. That's it.
It's just make it think.
So, anything special happened this week?
No, not for me.
No, I don't think there was no more raptures or nothing this week.
No raptures. Government still shut down.
Government shut down. Right.
Well, I mean, that's good because I'm digging the low traffic and shit. So,
I'm going to say, how is that for your job?
It's awesome. I left work at 7:30. I stopped at Wawa, got my little coffee and my sizzly. I would suggest y'all eat the. I don't trust the sizzlies, but I eat them. You know what I'm saying? I think they got cocaine in the sizzly. I be too hype. I be too hype after the sizzle. But,
you never know, bro. You never know.
But that light traffic, loving it.
Yeah, I can feel that.
We had TSA and air traffic controllers calling out of work because they got to go to work even though they ain't getting paid.
Yeah,
and that's up.
Mm-hmm. They do still have to. People still have to show up.
They calling out sick.
Well, I'd be sick if I wasn't getting paid too.
Yeah. A big part of the motivation for work is the pay now.
Yeah. Kind of the only reason I show up.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
yeah.
you don't know what's gonna happen after all the things and when the thing gonna stop. So then you like, should I show
Right,
up? Because what if all this shit fall apart and I never get paid?
right. Exactly.
Let's see. And the military not getting paid, but Trump said
Yeah.
he's gonna take money from like Social Security and all that other kind of stuff to
He
pay
wants
the
to
military.
in different
He
areas.
Yeah.
can't do that. He can't.
No,
But
right. Right.
this is
Yeah.
Somebody
Donald
tell him.
Trump.
Somebody
This
tell him
Donald. Thank you. This Donald Trump. He tend
he
to
do what he
do
want to do.
whatever the hell he want to do.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start taking that effect that same thing to my life. I'm gonna do what the hell I want to do.
Yeah.
Because if he could do it, I feel like I should do it.
Donald Trump is like a nigga that know I ain't never coming back here when I'm done, so I'm just gonna do whatever the hell I want to.
That is something. You're right. That's right. Yeah.
But the retarded and shitty part is they ain't gonna tell him shit no fucking way. You know, which is speaking of, you know what? I saw a movie today.
All right.
Me and Melissa was watching this movie called God damn it. Not Consequence. I'm gonna think of the name of it. But
Okay.
the movie, I'm looking at the movie. I said, and it's a true story. That's the killer. I said, this totally describes, at first I was thinking about people I work with. And then I was thinking, I said, damn, this really describes those Trump supporters that are non-millionaires. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And the movie was about somewhere in Ohio. It was a prank call. And the guy was acting like he was the police and had the supervisor pull one of the workers in, like strip search the girl, and it got wild. It got wild to the point where I was like, why in the fuck they still think that's a cop on the phone? Had all kind of other people involved in holding this girl in that room because the cop was like he couldn't get there. The shit sounds unbelievable.
Damn.
But when I looked it up, the dude had done did this shit in 30 other states, 30 other cities. Yeah, same shit. And I'm like, and all it was people following the rules because they thought it was the police.
Right.
Let me because this is an authority figure. I'm gonna do all these things. Like they had strip searched the girl and did a body cavity search, and I'm like, and nobody asked. Nobody said the police wouldn't ask you to do that shit.
Right. They
you know what I'm saying? Yep. And did it over 30 times. And didn't even go to jail for that shit.
Wow.
They couldn't prove it. They couldn't prove it.
Get the fuck out of here.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That's absolutely crazy. I need to watch that.
I'm gonna find out the name of that.
The name of that movie. I want to watch that.
And I tell people like, and that's perfect because I talk to people all the time about, the following the rules thing. Like they should be questioning everything because I can literally make up whatever rule I want for whatever entity that I'm in control of. Right.
Oh, Compliance. That's the name of the movie. Compliance.
Compliance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Write that down. What is on? It's on Netflix or something?
Netflix. I think it's on Tubi too. Okay. And everybody should have Tubi by now.
I don't have Tubi. I'll get with the times.
Yeah, Tubi is free.
It's free.
Yeah, it's not one of the pay joints. And it got more than enough to entertain you for years and years.
Oh, right. Yeah. Tubi, here I come. But like that, the idea of compliance, just being compliant without question.
Yep. Like, no. And I'm telling you, when you see it, it's like there's no way a cop could be like, well, look, if I was a supervisor of a business and this happened in real life at a McDonald's. So it was the supervisor. This girl was a teenager, never called her parents.
There's no way. There's no way.
Yep.
There's no way.
Right.
I should have went with that.
Yeah.
No That's
he
crazy.
said he was the police.
Yep. And that was all that lady needed to do.
I could imitate Trump and say I'm the fucking president.
Thank you.
That'll just get you cussed out on my phone. I'd be like, man, what the fuck are you doing, nigga? Why are you Trump? Glad you called me. Make it make sense, bro.
Make it make sense.
Compliant. All right, definitely gonna watch that.
we're gonna talk about fuck that no support for our own bullshit. And this was by dear brother Fred came up with this topic because Fred is on top of his shit. You know what I'm saying? What made you come up with this topic, Fred?
Yeah, what brought this to your mind, brother?
Social media stuff, and I know a person that's one of us that's trying to get their own business going and is getting more support from outside folks. That's not us.
Yeah.
Than us. Yeah. Not so much as the family, because it's sad to say, but you kind of expect your family to be like, you know, oh, that ain't gonna work. Just go to work. You know, no, motherfucker, I'm tired of working. I'm working my fucking self. But it's outside people saying, oh, your price is too high. That's this. Nobody gonna want to pay for this. Nobody gonna want to pay for that. But they're already paying for it. They're not reinventing the wheel.
Right.
This is, you know, most businesses are built off of the same shit that's already out there.
Yeah.
Right.
Your way,
yeah. So, you know, I was listening to them and, you know, I could hear like the disappointment.
Yeah.
And the hurt in their voice. And the only thing I could tell them was, look, you need to start hanging around people with the same mindset that you got. You need to start hanging around entrepreneurs, even if they're entrepreneurs that then started businesses and they didn't work out.
Right.
They got that mindset.
It's the truth. This is the honest to God truth. Right.
So, of course, I started doing some research after that.
How do you research?
Right.
You know, I started, you know, not looking at every video because, you know, now
you can't look at all of them.
Yeah, because everybody got a camera, so now everybody got something to say.
Right.
Right. Sure enough.
Yeah. We're all reading through the stuff when we looking for stuff that you know, for opposite sides, because we don't try to look at all the things that agree with how we think about how we think. You know, we also look for things in opposition so we can talk about it and challenge it and even challenge our own mindset.
And There was some stuff I agreed with. It was some stuff that I didn't.
Yeah.
So, and I was like, hey, this will make a good podcast.
Very, very, very good topic. And y'all know we about Black excellence and Black empowerment and all the good things and all that. So we got to check y'all on this one too. Yeah, we do.
And I love holding niggas accountable.
It's my favorite thing to do. It's my favorite thing to do. You know,
that's how we get better though. That's how and not saying that I'm the best. You know what I mean? I got my shit too.
Absolutely. The bottom line is like we can't build what we don't believe in.
Right. Come on, we gotta believe in nobody else. We gotta believe in ourselves. If we're gonna kiss some ass, it might as well be black ass.
So like Fred said, like we do tend to not support other Black businesses. We got this, they think they better than us mindset. But then you changed, man. You changed. Like, what happened? You changed. You know? And we gotta cut that shit out. But I started looking at the reasons, you know, because I'm gonna go deep dive in the psychology of this thing and all that, and the reasons why we do, because everybody like, why? Well, why we don't support? Why we don't do this? Why we don't do that? So we're gonna take a look at that from different aspects and all that. But I'm gonna play a couple. So at least one that Fred sent that explains a few things, because we are our own problem.
Black people, we are our own problem. We wake up messy, go to sleep messy. We are trying so hard to bring each other down just to go viral, just to get some attention. The real problem is we always looking for a problem in each other and no solution. When you trying to find a solution, it comes to an argument. Black men don't like black women. Black women got a problem with black men. And look at how these kids acting. They acting just like y'all. They learn from y'all. They talk like y'all. You don't see no other race on live talking about their own people. You don't see no other race on social media bring each other down but us. And then you blame the government when you the one stealing from each other. Y'all can't even build together. You can't even walk through a black neighborhood and let somebody mad at you. Where you from? I look just like you. All this research and you don't even know who you are. All you have is a bunch of excuses.
True that.
Well, I think the brother is right because it's y'all and it's y'all. You know what I mean? Like, and it is. Right. It's 100% true because it's like when he said like y'all, you can't even walk through a black neighborhood, right? And I've been saying this for a while. No other race of people, and I'm not saying that they don't. I'm just saying that I've never seen it. Gets on social media and fuck over their own people. We do that shit, and I mean we do that shit with pride too, man.
Yeah.
You know, fuck them niggas. Them niggas ain't shit.
Right.
What does that, whatever that means?
You know what? I
whatever that means.
What that mean? I can't remember,
yeah.
but I did find out. What...
like you getting them, you clock that. Like
okay. And the brothers do the same thing because remember when Kevin Samuels first came out, a lot of people kind of had kind of like a misconception, but not a complete misconception because he was minimizing those women. But you don't see white people, Chinese people, Korean people, Japanese, nobody says I'm gonna create a whole environment where I'm just gonna tear down my own fucking people.
Absolutely. Right. Absolutely. Because accountability is one thing, right? But like the pull down, the crab in the bucket thing is a whole different. It's like you know, and part of it is because it's learned behavior, right? Usually as usual from slavery, right? Where we were pitted against each other, and some people was put above. We talked about this a little bit before when we was talking about the what was it? The roles,
plantation mentality,
right? And all that, and all of those roles again still exist, and we all, you know, hopefully you matriculate all the way through them and get to the rebellion, fuck this shit part, right? And all that. But when you get stuck in these other spaces and areas, you end up tearing the other person down for prestige, for proximity to whiteness. So I think I'm gonna get the bag, right?
Right.
And they positioned us in such a way that we think we are our own competition.
Yep.
Yeah. We're not.
Yep.
We're not. The only competition you got is you.
Yeah. Yep. For real. Like you said, when he was talking about you can't go through our own it. There are people, white people, that want to keep black people out of certain neighborhoods, out of this stuff. They don't keep their own people out of the neighborhood. We're the only ones that figure we own a block that we don't fucking own.
Right.
And we check other block people. Yo, bro, who you know on this block?
Well, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Go
ahead.
Because they do that shit. They do that shit. I mean, like that whole Kevin mentality. But they'll come to your home and tell you what you should or shouldn't be doing. They do the same shit. It's just a lot. They don't advertise. You see what I'm saying? Like that. That dumbass mentality is a people thing, not a black people thing. It's just that when even when it's shown, even when they show white peopling with other white people, it's from a more comedic standpoint.
That's true.
The problem with us is that we create bullshit and then make the bullshit a standard of being black. It's like, oh, you didn't check in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You got regular niggas coming out of Section 8 rental homes, going to somebody who just some up and coming rapper making a video on their block. Nigga, you gotta check in. Nigga, you need to go check into a fucking library, get your shit together. It's you know what I'm saying? We make bullshit.
Yeah,
A
okay,
standard.
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they trust me, they do that dumbass shit too. But of course, they shit is a lot more quieter. You know what I mean? You know, if somebody's saying something on social media, it's a joke.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? With us, it's cold.
I can feel that. Let's talk about like Fred was talking about like black business, right? So when and Fred, tell that story you told me before about when you was selling the stuff in one space and you was blowing it up and then you moved and then nothing.
Oh,
Man,
okay.
you was selling what kind of stuff you was selling, Fred? Don't talk about that on the podcast.
Green stuff, not that green stuff, not that. You weren't selling that.
Yeah, no, not that. Not that. That was a long time ago. No, when I was in Atlanta, I was selling this thing. It's called Noni juice. I don't know if y'all ever heard of it.
I remember that.
Oh yeah,
juice. I remember that Noni juice.
I went from like one case a month to where I was getting like 3 cases a week. And people was like, because we didn't really have social media. So I would bring a bottle to work, sit it on my desk. Somebody asked what it was. I go into my little spiel, and they had people just buying it on the regular. And like, I was making enough money to where I was paying bills and stuff from the juice. My paycheck was my paycheck.
Right.
I felt like a baller. Like I felt like a businessman.
Right, dig it.
Then we moved back to New Orleans. Okay, so I'm like, bet I'm gonna just keep it going in the NO. I know plenty of people, all this. I started trying to push that shit, and it was like $40 a bottle.
Right.
Motherfuckers gave me every excuse in the world why they couldn't do $40. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna give them a discount.
Okay.
Try the first one for $20, bro. If you like it, it's $40.
Right.
It wouldn't even do the 20. But them same people that stop at the liquor store, dog, and get a fifth of Crown, and you paying $60-something for some goddamn Crown, and I'm showing you proof that this shit can help. Like, it totally got rid of heartburn that I had.
Oh, dang.
Damn,
Dude,
I don't hear that now. I need that right now.
Oh, yo, people, I need that right now.
I don't even know if they're doing it no more, dog.
Damn.
But they had to do my boy heartburn like a motherfucker. He was popping little I can't remember the name of him. He was popping everything, Tums, all kind of shit. Wouldn't spend that $20, but he spent that $50-something at the liquor store.
Right.
To get that fifth of Crown. And right there, I said, I gotta start hanging out with people that's thinking like I'm thinking. I can't keep hanging with these same broke ass motherfuckers that don't want to do shit but go to work and bitch and complain that they ain't got no money. Right. I would rather try and start 10 businesses and fail than to not do it at all.
And that part. And I think as a people, like, we already got learned distrust of each other anyway because of all the bullshit, right? And all that. But we also have a scarcity mindset, right? We have a lack mindset. And part of it is because we used to working the hardest and getting the least, right? And so that infiltrates your subconscious and shit, and then tie that in with the competition, and I don't trust this nigga. And they go buy something from, I don't know, Pfizer or some shit.
Yeah.
Then they'll buy something from Fred. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I'm gonna trust this big name brand who is absolutely fucking over me. Absolutely fucking over me. All right. But I won't buy nothing from a man, because he mixes his batch up in his kitchen and all that.
Right.
I'll help you out.
Yeah.
I don't know what he doing in his kitchen. You don't know what he doing in the lab either.
Right.
You really don't know what the fuck they doing in that
lab and all that. So like, so it's the learned distrust, and it's the lack mindset. It's the, or the I'm willing to pay for Gucci, but I don't want to pay for what you did over here because I like this name brand. It's prestige. It means, again, that proximity to whiteness, or this makes me look, feel, or whatever it is because I care about what other people think and all that. So I think a lot of that has to do with it too.
Yeah, and that's usually the case, which is why you would see people like, yeah, you wearing Converse? Nigga, Converse ain't no different than Nike.
Right.
I don't even fuck with Nike.
No?
I'm shell toe Adidas all day. Been that way since '96. Right.
You have to remind people, like, at one point in time, Nike was trash. They were tennis court shoes, track shoes. That was it. They didn't start popping off till Michael Jordan got signed to Nike.
Right. And it wasn't even that they started popping off. Black people started wearing them.
Yeah.
And that's what I was about to say.
Yep. Just like New Balance. New Balance wasn't shit.
No.
And black people in DC and Maryland, they started rocking them with 992s or whatever, whichever ones it was. And all of a sudden, New Balance was the shit. Vans was throwaway shoes.
Great shoes. Yep.
Right. Soon as those black people got on them skateboards, started wearing Vans. Vans was the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean that, but that's the usual. But here's my thing to what you were saying, Fred. I get it. I get what you're saying. Like when you say, like, like the example you was using with the noni juice, and then when people wasn't supporting. But here's my question. This is my question to all who are within earshot. Why do we, as black people, when we develop the business, and you know what I'm saying, and we begin, and of course we're gonna offer the deals, and of course the first offer of the business is to our friends and family, right? And when they show little or no interest, or they do, and it's not that support that we would like to see from these people. Why do we have? Because I know it's Fred when you said he's like, I got to start hanging around people, with a different mindset. But the reason why those people, the reason why Liquor Store Joe, that's what I'm calling Liquor Store Joe,
Liquor Store Joe,
is because at some point in y'all lives, you was going to the liquor store with him.
Right.
So when I say, yo, I'm trying to move up to a different thing, I don't need, why do we feel like we need to cut them off? Or why do we suddenly feel like, well, you're supporting me because the friendship didn't change? You see what I'm saying? He just might not be into his health, his heart health, like he should. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's still a good guy. He's still a good guy. When you was going to get that Fit the Crime Raw from the liquor store.
Well, see, here's the thing.
It's like how do we feel about that?
Yeah, I never cut him off.
Okay.
I never cut him off. It's just Liquor Store Joe. If I'm trying to succeed, Liquor Store Joe is like my friend. When I won't go to the liquor store, I'm going with Liquor Store Joe.
Right.
But Liquor Store Joe can't be my 24/7 every time I go.
Right. So you So you saying not necessarily not hang around these people,
right?
But create, proper slots.
Yeah.
You got your church friends.
Yeah.
You got your church friends, and you got your liquor store friends. I have my club friends and my non-club friends.
Liquor Store Joe gonna get my liquor store time.
Right.
And he's gonna notice it because Liquor Store Joe did notice it.
Right.
Man, bro, we don't hang out like we used to.
Right. I'm doing this fucking business, nigga.
Yeah,
and you want to go to the liquor store.
Going, dog. So, and Liquor Store Joe was a little upset. Like, we don't hang out because I can't be Liquor Store Joe 24/7. That was back in the time when I didn't have this mindset. I wasn't trying to, I realized, I went somewhere where, everybody in Atlanta got a hustle. Everybody trying to get on a business thing. The people I was meeting and stuff. They didn't just talk about go and smoke some weed. Let's go get a 40. They was talking about business and how I'm just using this job to maintain till my business take off.
Right.
So they got me thinking different. Like, damn, why I'm not doing it?
They made you think.
They made me think. They opened my mind and made me think.
Right.
So then I just started taking. But Liquor Store Joe was still my friend.
Right.
All right.
I went to the liquor store.
Don't leave Liquor Store Joe on that corner by himself, man. Something's gonna happen to him. Liquor Store Joe is all right. We need that.
Right.
And,
you best not give him a free bottle of Yoni juice.
You know what I'm saying? Like, take this juice, Joe.
Take this juice,
mix it in your Southern King. It'll help you.
And then after a while, Liquor Store Joe realized that wasn't what he wanted to do. He was cool in his space, and I was okay with that.
Right. That's another good point, Fred. Because
you're cool in that. You're cool. That's what you want to do. I say it all the time. Everybody not meant to own a business.
They're not.
Some people are okay with working. That's what they want to do. That's all they need. At the end of the day, all we want to do is be able to pay our bills and chill. That's it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
And that's what he did. He was able to pay his bills with his job, chill, do what he want. I'm a fifth of Crown when he wanted to get a fifth of Crown. And he was like, all right, man, do your thing. Eventually he's like, Fred trying to level up. Go do your thing, bro. I'm not going to hold you back.
Right.
But some people will try and hold your ass back.
Right. Let's talk about that. I don't know why I'm echoing.
Okay, because I was about to say I hear that.
Yeah, I don't know why you
you on your angelic shit.
Okay, let me ask you, the people that try and hold you back, any one of y'all can start this off. Do you think it's more outside people or inside, aka family? Spouses, things like that.
I think now, not with our family, because we support each other, right? We on purpose support each other. But I do think I see typically it's on the inside, and psychologically and mental health speaking, it's one there's a jealousy or there's an envy. And all that, and that envy comes from, man, I want to do that, but I'm scared. I want to do that, but I don't know how. I want to do that, but I don't have no examples around me that's doing that. But they don't see that as an example. They see that as it's like when you see somebody doing a thing that you want to do. If you're scared to do it, then you hate on it rather than glean from it. Because what you should be doing is talking to that person and being like, how you do that, man? How I get on, right? Instead, that nigga ain't shit. He think he better than everybody else. Oh yeah, Fred's selling the juice now. Now you don't know no.
They on that noni juice.
That noni juice. Hey noni nigga, what's up? And so, and you find that anybody that starts to become in an elevated position. And I learned also recently that there's a inner when somebody is in the presence of somebody else who is smarter than them, right? When you realize somebody's smarter than you, there's a natural defense mechanism because you really feel like you're attacked because and it's primal because if you're smarter, you can survive better, right?
Right.
Take it back to survival times, right? The smarter you are, the more likely you're going to survive, right? And so there's some primal instinct that causes you to really nigga, you my enemy, because you smart, right? You're going to outdo me. You're going to outweigh me and all that. But also we learned that intelligence is just school stuff, go to school, college. Oh, they got their doctorate degree. They very smart. But that don't mean nothing.
Yeah, it don't mean you're smart.
I tease my boyfriend all the time. He'd be like, because you got that LSU degree, you all smarter than everybody else. I was like, I'm smart, but it ain't got nothing to do with LSU.
Right.
Nothing to do with none of the schools I went to. Is because I keep my mind open. I continue to learn. Right. I self-educate. I put my presence in spaces where I can learn from other people. Right. And stuff like that. But I think it do come from the inside more often than outside.
Okay.
You do, but it does spread to the outside too, right? Because again, it's that competition thing. It's that like, and I don't see it as much like in my field, and mostly because we all are different people and in our styles different and all that kind of stuff. So it's easier in my field to be like, I don't have no competition. What you talking about, right?
Yeah, because I've never seen to. Are you considered a psychiatrist?
No, I'm not a psychiatrist.
Therapist. What
a
are
psychiatrist is a medical doctor. A psychiatrist is a medical doctor.
Okay.
Prescribe medicine and such, right? A psychologist is someone who does testing and things, right? So you're doing like, behavioral testing and all that stuff, Therapist is a master's level clinician who can diagnose in most states, depending on what state you're in. But you can diagnose mental health disorders and treat mental health disorders.
Oh, okay. So you're a therapist.
I'm a therapist.
Okay. So if you're a psychiatrist, you'd be able to say, Fred, you're crazy. Here's some Prozac.
Right.
Okay.
As a therapist, I can say, Fred, you're crazy. Let's talk about it. I can't give you no medicine. Right? I can recommend you to somebody. Right? But
go talk to this guy and get some drugs.
Right. Somebody needs some drugs. Can you take care of that for me? Right. And so I think, like I say, psychologically is some of it is primal, and it's like I'm trying to survive, so I need to pull this nigga down, right? Because he's my competition, and I can't have you out here doing shit. And then if you out here doing shit, then what that make me look like too?
Right.
It makes me look at me and go, nigga, who are you? You ain't doing what you could be doing that same shit, but you're not willing to do the same things that it takes to do the thing, right?
Right.
But ain't willing to do the entrepreneurship on the side and hustle hard and still have the job and do that too, right? Everybody not willing to go hard in the paint in the beginning, right? I was talking to my baby girl because she wants to do travel planner, right? And she had this plan like, I should be able to quit my job in like 3 months. I'm like, that's not how entrepreneurship works.
No,
it's not gonna happen like that. You're gonna have to work your job that you already got. You probably have to work for mama and work for your sister while you get your stuff off the ground, right? And we're gonna work for each other to get the stuff off the ground.
Yeah.
But when you don't have that support, it makes you feel sad. It like it lowers your morale, right? Because you want your family and your people to be your biggest supporters,
right?
And when they don't or they can't, right? It blows some of your confidence because you're like, these are my people. These are people that should be looking out for me, should be buying my stuff first, and all that kind of stuff. Even if I give you the discount, you're not gonna buy none. Like, come on, man. And that brings us back into you'll pay X amount of dollars for Gucci, but you won't pay X amount of dollars for what I have or what I'm doing or the thing that I'm creating. And
you're the way because I think the way some of them look at it, you're building. Your shit is new. I don't know what your stuff is about. Mm-hmm. I know Coach is a good bag.
Right.
Coach I caught Coach after they did all the hard work. So yeah, you half price from what Coach is. They bags $1,000, yours $500. But I'm gonna go pay the $1,000 with Coach because I know Coach.
Right. And Coach brings prestige.
Right.
Everybody else know Coach.
Yeah.
They don't know your bag, right?
Nobody knows.
Because then what you find is as people start to make they come up and they reach a certain level, then everybody want to hop on the train.
Right.
But it was like you was here in the beginning and you could have supported me from get go, but you waited until I reached a certain level. Like all the rest of these folks, I can't say all of them because a lot of them like owned by white people and there's, generational wealth with them and all that. But for the most part, most people had to start from somewhere. Everybody had to start from somewhere because I've been having that problem with people coming into therapy and I'm like, I'm a teaching practice, right? And so I have interns. And so part of my ability to offer low cost therapy is because I don't have to pay the intern. So I can give it to you cheap, right? Because all I have to pay is what putting them in the EHR system or the email address, like the administrative stuff I have to pay for them. So like that's what you're paying for because I'm not getting much out of that either, right? I still don't give myself a salary. And so but I have people that come in and that are like, well, I want to see you, but I only got $45, right? And I'm like, and I want to honor that, but I'm building a thing and these people need their hours. And so getting people to not treat my interns like discount therapists or whatever, just because I'm offering you discount prices, right? They're great therapists.
Right.
They're passed from the heart like I do. They under my training, right? And stuff like that. But you coming in here like they not good enough. Guess who else started as an intern?
Exactly.
Right. So if nobody giving me an opportunity to, as an intern or as a student or whatever, to practice my skill with them and trust that I have what it takes, then I wouldn't be where I am right now. Right. I needed those people to trust me. And I people don't necessarily come back and tell you when you fucked them up, but
right.
Right.
I've been investigated for fucking nobody up and stuff like that. So like, it's the value that people place on the thing, right? So I'm not going to place value on Fred's juice because I'd rather have Tropicana or something because I know Tropicana.
Right.
And it's not cool when your people are trying to do better for ourselves because you can't do both. You got to pick a lane. You can't say, oh, these people fucking over us and this capitalism and they trying to mess over us and they trying to do this and that. And we can't never have nothing. And then when somebody start having something, you like, nah, nigga.
Right.
I'm going to buy these white folk shit. Right? Like you got to pick a lane. Either you want us to come up and you want to participate in the process or you don't. Right? And you want me to, I like what you're doing. You're offering low cost therapy and you be seeing people. That's tight. That's fire. Okay. There's a system to this though, because I still got to pay my damn bills. Right. So I did a twofold. I got interns that's helping to get more clinicians into the field. Right. So I'm helping the shortage problem, but I'm also offering this thing to you that you say you don't have access to.
Right.
Now you feel entitled. Now I want to see you.
Right.
You put in all the work.
Yeah. I built the thing, right, and stuff like that. So, like, do you go in Sears and want to see the CEO of Sears? No, you go in there, you see the customer service agent that you're walking up to, right? Like, because the people that built the thing are not on the front line of the thing, right, and stuff like that. So. And I tell people coming in, I'm like, I can start to see you, but I just know over time I'm gonna become less available. Right. People start texting like, I can't find no space on the calendar because I told you I was gonna become less available. Right. I told you this, right, and stuff. So like the support that we're looking for, like I say, I don't find it that bad in therapy because we're not even allowed to like. Do therapy with family and all that kind of stuff. So it's not a big issue for my field. But like other things, when you selling stuff or, Nate does wedding planning and all that kind of stuff, I want everybody in the family to call Nate for their wedding planning,
Right.
I wish Raven had something here in Texas because she would be my house cleaner person because she got her own house cleaning place, right? And all that. So like I want to use my own people stuff, if I need some jewelry or a bracelet or something, I'm gonna call Katisha because she makes the jewelry and she can make it like I want it, right? because that's my cousin. I'm gonna make sure I get it from the people I know do the thing and all that. But everybody don't think like that, you know.
Facts on facts.
On facts. So, what else I was gonna say? We talked about the family dynamic and the I don't want to support you because you know your price is too high kind of dynamic. Let's switch over to like another area of lack of support. I saw what it was this last couple of weeks or something. Nicki Minaj. Every time a female rapper come out and do well, Nicki be like, because they ain't and all that. And she came after Cardi B, and Cardi B went hard in the paint.
Right. She did play,
and I don't even really be rocking with that.
I don't pay attention to none of it,
but that's a good ass fucking album. That's a good ass.
Right. So Cardi used it for motivation, but like, why is this woman always hating on every woman that come out in the field? Right? Because you didn't start this thing either.
Right.
No.
You know who might have some leeway for that? Moni Love.
Right.
Tifa. MC Light. They might be able to be like, girl, you ain't shit.
Right.
Shit, right? But you didn't start this shit, right? Why are you mad because somebody else can come up and it's your season is over? And that's okay.
And that's what it is too. And it is. It's a season. But some people just don't want to let their shit go. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I think from a business aspect, she's staying in the hearts, in the minds, and in the mouths of the people.
That's true.
So I think, and I wonder a lot of times, like, is that the goal? Because she don't even have a big motivation. She's not overly motivated to keep rapping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, I'm gonna get on the internet, I'm gonna say some shit, and then somebody's gonna call me to do an interview about the shit I said. Yeah. Because looking more into that, like I'm thinking that's more business than, well, not even business, more money hustle than hate. You know what I mean? Because for all we know, them mugs might be talking on the phone every night, shooting the shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you how my man Rock. We was at the Saints game. You know, last year I went. You know, now I was in Texas. Went to the Saints game. And we lost. I was all in my feelings. Rock was like, "Man, them niggas dapping each other up and going to the club when they leave." And it was crazy,
right?
Because it was crazy. I never looked at it like that. I always looked at it like, y'all mad too. Who that nigga? You know what I'm saying? But ever since he said that to me, I was like, damn, yeah, that's true. Shit, they ain't mad. And I'm looking at the field like, yeah, they don't look mad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, back in the day, they weren't friends back in the day. They didn't like football players, basketball, like when Magic and all them was playing. I didn't see like documentaries and stuff from them. They hated each other back in the day. You was my competition.
Right.
Magic said when they used to lose to the Celtics, that he said they used to hurt. Like like nowadays.
I mean, we lost to the Texans. I don't think it hurt like that.
Yeah. But you gotta think about it. Like nowadays, these dudes be playing with each other like since they was kids. So they didn't. All of them, they've been friends forever. So you playing for the Saints, I'm playing for the Texans. Yeah, we lost. Damn, that's fucked up. Let's go hit the club, dog. And we in the club.
Right.
But
the only people that's hurt is us.
Right.
But yeah, the fan, we always take it personal.
Oh yeah,
but we ain't got to go to practice either. So we you know, it's a different kind of investment for us. You know what I'm saying? But I think with the Nicki Minaj thing, I ain't gonna lie. I think that's more a business move, a money thing. You know, like the Tyson fight.
Yeah,
it's more of a money thing than an actual thing. But at the same time, though, we do see that kind of hate in and especially in music, because according to a lot of people, and I'm not a big Mariah Carey fan, but they be like, she be hating on everybody. Now I can see why Patti LaBelle don't like nobody, but I can see older and she mad. You know, it's like, I'm still a shit. Fuck you hoes. You know what I'm saying? But Mariah Carey just hates people for no reason. They allegedly. That's not what I'm saying. Is what I heard.
I heard
but
that too.
but yeah, that type of hate. But I think most of that shit, as far as that standpoint goes, it tends to be a money thing.
Money thing. Yeah.
Seems like none of these motherfuckers really beefing this shit.
Yeah.
Just trying to stay relevant. You think?
Yep. Yeah. Good publicity bad, as long as they're talking about you, somebody.
Right. Exactly. Because that's what I was thinking about, like back in the day when they did a lot of battle rapping and all that. You know, and people do get into it to, you know, get their name out there. You know, like you know, I'm not deep in the game yet, but I want to battle LL Cool J, right? Because that's gonna make me relevant, you know.
Right. And back in the day,
if I lose, it still puts my name in the game.
Yeah, well, back in the day, you really had to know how to rap too.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, you just couldn't be some dude with a cold ass beat and you're not lyrical.
Right.
They'd run your ass off the block if you couldn't hang, you know.
Right. But today you still don't need to know how to rap. You just got to have good writers.
Yeah,
that's it.
I don't even think you need good writers. I think you just need a good producer. They'll get a good beat behind it.
Ain't none of these cats writing their raps. So you need a writer. Trust me. All that anger and frustration on Cardi B album. She gave the premise of how she feeling.
Right.
Those writers built from that premise. So it's still her emotion, but not necessarily her words. Yeah, these cats don't write. And the way I hear a lot of them describe it in interviews, they was like, if you go see a movie and you think the movie great, and Denzel in the movie, you'll be like, damn, Denzel played that part, but Denzel didn't write that movie. And I'm looking at the interview like, get the fuck off my TV, because I accept that from an actor.
Right.
But in hip hop got rules. Yeah, that's not how hip hop works. You're right. Yeah. You can't tell me this is your truth, but you didn't write it. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's just like, then it's entertainment. But that's what I'm saying. We have performers now, not artists.
Rather than artists.
Yeah, we don't have artists.
Because you accept it.
They're trying to get the bag.
Right.
With R&B singers and stuff, because people used to be like, people who wrote music was motherfuckers that could write but couldn't sing.
Right.
That's what they used to think. But they had some people that could sing, just everybody don't always make it as an artist.
Right.
But if you could write, but back then the rule was, if you was the rapper, you wrote your own shit.
Right. I mean, that was a fundamental basic rule of hip hop. You wrote your own shit because you were supposed to be speaking your own truth. Now you know what I'm saying? Like
it's about your own truth, right?
In music, and you know, in R&B music, you just had people who were just awesome writers. And one of the biggest writers, and that's kind of where we disagree, Fred, because it's not a thing about you could write but you can't sing. Because one of the biggest hit writers for R&B from like 1968 almost up to 2023 was Lionel Richie. Lionel Richie wrote for every fucking body. Lionel Richie wrote for every fucking body. And we already know that they can sing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Motown had such success because Smokey Robinson and Marvin Gaye wrote for every other artist on that label. Fucking NWA, MC Randy Q wrote for everybody. So you had writers, you know, you have writers that have talent, but in R&B it's acceptable. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Unless you're Prince, because Prince refused to do other people's music. You know, he did that one remake. Bet you by golly, wow, was not his song. But he did it so well. Wouldn't y'all agree? Fantastic. That's a topic. But yeah, everybody, you know, you have writers who had a talent of writing. In hip hop, it's a fundamental rule. You're supposed to be writing your own truth. You know, you're supposed to be held accountable for your shit. Here's my question though, back on topic point. Even feeling that way, are we not supporting our own people? Or are we just stating the fact? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Somebody could turn around. I'm saying it for somebody to say something in a comment and be like, y'all niggas not supporting your own people. Because look at you talking about Cardi B. Don't write her shit. She don't write her shit. It's a fact. That's not a lack of support. You see what I'm saying?
Because again, like, she's not my favorite artist or anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
But she got good flow, right?
You
know,
yeah.
Her personality is off the. I love her as a human being.
I do too.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, right.
Yeah. Cardi definitely one of them people you can invite to the picnic.
Yeah.
And she just gonna fit in. If you didn't know her, you wouldn't even know she was like some big time rapper.
Right, right. And that's what I honor about her, because she stays true to herself.
Right.
You know, no matter where you see her, she could be on a red carpet, she could be in an interview, she could be in the hood. It's the same Cardi.
Yeah,
right.
That's why I like Glorilla, because she the same way. She just a little country girl from Memphis.
Her that Kurt Franklin.
Right. Yeah. So let's switch a little bit to schools, parents. Me and Fred talked a little bit about the lack of support of like in Black schools with Black teachers, and like, you know, you can't tell my child nothing kind of shit. Or even Black teachers not supporting the parent, even though we know they're struggling and going through the things and all that kind of stuff. Not truly supporting the child in a way that it uplifts and encourages and all that. Like, I've seen a lot of situations where teachers are, you're in a Black area, you either live in this area or these are your folks or whatever, but you are not encouraging this child. You putting this child down. You like, you know, you're not being that one good teacher or something that child need to get through their life with. You know, how come the teachers? Because I know certain, like, you know, Miss Rubin, you know, and shit like that. You know, Mrs. Cyrus, another staple. So there were certain teachers that really did the thing, right?
Right.
All Black teachers don't do that.
Right.
So,
but that's the human beings, though. Yeah, I mean, some people invest, and I mean they invest personally. You know what I mean? And then you got people, because even the BT days, like I invested personally into those youth. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I want to see you niggas make it.
Right.
I don't give a fuck what you doing, nigga. You want to be a cook your ass off. You know what I'm saying? But and then I watched people that came there and they did what they were supposed to do. They did the job. They did the job from 2 to 11. They was gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think is just that. Now I don't think that's a lack of support, because the thing I don't think everybody. Some people look at the black situation as y'all exaggerating, y'all blowing that out of proportion. It's not like that. You know what I'm saying? Right. So when you have people that don't even see it that's way, true. They not gonna approach it that way. And it's not they're like, we don't not support Black businesses, man. I love my Black businesses, but I ain't going over there because I like it over here. And it's not, you see what I'm saying? But then you have people like us who I go out my way to find a Black business. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn right, I'm gonna support this Black business. I'd have supported Black business that really wasn't Black, just looked Black. And I was like, oh, shoot, y'all Vietnamese. Well, okay, I'm already here. It looks Black as a motherfucker. Y'all praying Frankie Beverly and Mays when I walked in. I thought it was a Black business. You know what I'm saying? So, but you have people that, you know, we hone out and we look for those things. But you have some people that it's not that they don't care. They just don't even see, like, ain't nothing going on with the Black community. We all right. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So I think that plays a big part too.
Is that a delusion though?
Some of it, yes. 100% delusion. Because sometimes you see, you like, goddamn nigga, you know what I'm talking about what I'm saying. But then you have some people who I done had conversations with people and I was like, man, you don't see what's going on. And they'd be like, I see what you just said. I see that happens. But that doesn't mean that we're in that kind of situation. You know what I'm saying? And they'll make a whole point without coming back to saying dumb shit like black on black crime. Black people need to do this and that stupid ass shit.
Right.
It's like, and I'm like, I said, well, your point is valid. I said, but I'm telling you, you need to look further. I say, I love your point of view because you're looking at the world with these rose-colored glasses and you want everything to be all right.
Okay.
But it's not. I said it's the same games, you know what I'm saying, are still being played. But again, the solution is, the solution is us. Solution is not them. And and I think that's a whole up too. But I just think some people just don't see it as that big a deal.
Some of them don't want to see it. Some of them see it and will just be like, I heard everything good. No, it's not. It's not. So yeah, I think some of it is delusional. I think, some people ignore it. Some of them want it to, like Brian said, want it to be how they see it in their head, but they know it's not. But it's like, if I just keep saying this, eventually it's gonna get there. It's like,
if I ignore it enough, it'll go away.
Yeah, the truth is, everybody just want to live a regular ass life. Right. Don't nobody want to fight fucking crime every fucking day. Don't nobody want to fight racism every day. Nobody wants to do all that shit.
Right.
Like, people want to go to the mall, go to the movies, watch fucking TV and eat macadamia nut cookies and shit. People just want a regular ass fucking life. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna lie, my biggest daydream is like, I wish these motherfuckers would just stop. Just chill the fuck out. Just go do you. You want ban abortion in your household. Right. All these weird ass fucking rules you keep coming up with. Go home and take that shit out on your family. Don't press that shit out on everybody else. It's like, I want to go where I want to go and do what I want to do. Like, it get to a point where it just pisses you the fuck off, man. But then I envy the people who
can
got them blinders on. Yeah. Like, look, man, I live my life. I love and they'll say, I live my life. I love everybody. I don't get involved in that shit.
Right.
And I'm like, man, I wish I could think that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think I have moments of that. I have moments where I'm just like, I'm not getting involved in nothing today or this week or whatever. I'm just gonna do me and all that. But the revolutionary in me got to come back and say, fuck that shit. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Fight the power.
Man, a lot of times I was like, I don't feel like being black today.
Right.
I just want to be a person. You know what I'm saying?
Black fatigue. That's the black fatigue.
That damn black fatigue and shit.
I've done that. I've been like, you know what? I'm just gonna be a regular dude today.
Yeah.
Like that. Everything is good today. I live in Switzerland. This is the perfect country. Ain't nothing going on. Did you hear that? No.
Taking a mental health break from it because it's exhausting. It's mentally exhausting.
It is. Yeah, it is.
I had a couple that scheduled a session the other day just because of that. Like, just the pressure of all the things going on and all that kind of stuff. Like, I don't even want to think about this. I don't want to think about this, right? Or when I go outside, why do I have to worry about what people are going to be looking at me with? Who going to start shit with me? Like, because again, it's a hypervigilance that we live in, right?
Right.
And stuff like that. And for one client, her and her partner was about to go on a trip and stuff like that. She was like, I just don't feel like being looked at all the time and like, and stuff like that, because they're in the LGBTQ community and stuff. And I said, flip that shit around. I said, white people always looking and pointing and saying stuff or whatever. Say, start making them the spectacle, because they got a trend on TikTok where like the soundbite is black people are never alone because there's always a white person in their business somewhere around paying attention, right? And all that. And I was like, that's your theme for your whole trip. Like, look at them. Wear body cam. Shit, stop filming them.
Right. Oh, yeah. For real.
We're like, look that one. Because I do a thing sometimes where I get dressed up to the nines. I make sure the fro is tight and the face is cute and I wear nice clothes. And I go to Whole Foods. And I stand tall. And I'm not that tall, but I stand tall and I take up space And I walk through just to people watch, just to see who watching me and what their responses is on their faces, right? And all that. So literally, I'm like, oh, she want to say I look good, but she's scared. Oh, she mad.
Right. Yeah.
She want to, but she's looking at her people around her and she don't want to say nothing. And then somebody will say, oh, I like your butterflies, but you really like my hair. Like, you know, and all that. This little white girl yesterday, or a few days ago, we went to Michael's and she was like, oh, I love your afro. I said, thank you for saying afro. Because people are like so scared to say the word afro. You like my afro, thank you. And there's like, and the butterflies too, girl, that's tight, and all that. And she was a white girl. And based upon her vernacular, right? And how she was talking and the fact that she used afro, I was like, you a hood white girl.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
love hood white girls. I love hood white people.
Yeah.
Because you know what? They don't give a shit.
Yeah. She was like, but that's what it is. It's an afro. I was like,
right.
Exactly. You know, but people are afraid to say, I like your hair. Or they'll say, afraid to say, I like, so they'll point out the butterflies. Or some people tend to point out about the fact that they're butterfly clips. I think a butterfly. I was like, why is all that necessary? But
right.
Say,
butterfly.
Your afro is fly, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, but I think they, you know, the white people that be trying, you know, they be flustered. They're like, oh, I don't want to see the wrong thing. I don't want to be offensive, but you have a beautiful complexion, black man. You know, it's like I don't. But they don't want to get that. Well, why nigga gotta have a beautiful complexion? All black people got beautiful. I get the pressure.
I understand the fear.
Yeah, I do. The pressure is legitimate.
They're just white man in HEB. Last week, he beat feet to me. Oh my God, your afro is so beautiful, and your skin is so beautiful. I just love black women in their hair, and like people don't understand. He was so deep, and I was like,
damn.
Thank you.
I know, right?
That's kind of scary deep.
It was very deep, but it was so genuine. It was so fucking genuine, right? It was truly, it felt like a damn honor. Right?
But the thing is there's more people like that than they are those. Fuck the nigga tiki torching ass motherfucker, and have even when you see them in their groups, they ain't really down for all that shit. Like,
no,
everybody want to be a part of something, and they figure this will lower my taxes a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
The fuck them taxes, be you.
Yep, for real.
You, because usually if it is a person who can come and girl, your whole vibe is fire. It's usually somebody that's considered alternative. They got tattoos, they got piercings, like they got purple hair themselves or whatever, and so they're living themselves.
Yep.
Freely. And so now that's why they can look at me and be like, "You living free, like girl, look at you." Right. Yep. So it's the people that's uptight, and for me that wraps back around to the hateration that we give each other, because part of the issue is you living your truth, you living your freedom. You decide to get out there and try to get a business or do a thing. And I don't have the courage to do that. I'm complacent in the space that I am in, but I want more. But I'm scared to reach out and get more.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But let me touch on this point though.
Okay.
Because a lot of times when people talk about starting their own business or being an entrepreneur and things like that, they'll make statements like, and the reason why like I'm so heavy, not against it. Of course, I'm with everybody trying to start their own business or starting their own business or whatever. But it's not a thing like, it's not for some people. It's a fear if you're trying to do it, and it's a fear. But for some people, they just find where they at. Owning your own business is not the be all and end all for everybody. Because if we all had that mind state, we need to be top tier, we would have no customers. It'll be a bunch of businesses and nobody shopping. You know what I'm saying? Right. And sometimes we're fine because, and the reason why I say that is because, I got not offered because you still had to apply and all that. This a supervisor position at my job, and I was like, I said, look, I don't want to be a supervisor. I said that's just not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I said some people want to be general, some people just fine being sergeant.
That's right.
Because I got supervisor freedoms and privileges, but none of that bullshit ass obligations. I don't have to go to them dumb ass fucking meetings. I ain't got to sit through no whole bunch of long ass shit. Right. But I got enough rank. I got that rank where I'm respected. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I can move about this universe as free as I want to because I'm not a supervisor. You know what I'm saying? Right. So the thing is like because I remember I always used to say like, man, if everybody had that entrepreneur spirit, who picking up the trash?
Yeah, who picking up the trash?
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like who's picking up the fucking trash? Because you may think, nigga, I'll never be a trash man. Tell the trash man stop coming on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You know what I'm saying? Trash man get real fucking important. Right. So it's my belief that no matter what you do, and you know what I'm saying, as long as it's legal and legitimate, it's important because we need those things. Like I remember those days on Christmas Day going to CVS to get batteries because I forgot to get batteries for some shit for the kids. Right. And I remember feeling bad, like, damn, I'm sorry you got to be up in this damn store on Christmas.
Right.
Man, but I'm sure glad you're fucking ass here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
That's
true. That's true.
Yeah, that's why I said, like I always say, like everybody not meant to be a business owner. We not.
But no, I'm not seeing, and that's the thing. Like that's the mentality you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I try to stay away from. It's not that they not meant. They don't have an interest. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody doesn't have to be an entrepreneur. Some people can be, because all the regular shit that go on in life is how people get to the point to be an entrepreneur. So without all those regular people who are not entrepreneurs, that's working that regular job, is how you get to that status of being an entrepreneur. The motherfucker who you got to fill out the paperwork for to get that business deal is a regular job working motherfucker. If their asses wasn't there, you ain't no entrepreneur. You see what I'm saying? Like that's the two things I never agree with. When people say like that somebody's not meant for something, that because being an entrepreneur may be a status for you. It's not a status for other people. So nobody gives a shit about you, even you being an entrepreneur. But if I'm interested in your noni juice, and I'm glad you're an entrepreneur. You see what I'm saying? But if I'm like, nigga, I'm interested in 40 ounces, I'm glad Schlitz Malt Liquor is an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
no, I understand completely what you were saying, because I've had jobs in between trying to do shit for myself to where I was completely 100% comfortable where I was at. And I thought you was trying to start your own business. I'll get back around to it. I'm cool right where I'm at.
Yeah.
And I same thing. Oh, well, Fred, we want you to be the supervisor over here. No, dude, I'm like cool now, kind of like where you at right now. I had I wasn't the lieutenant, I was the sergeant. So I had privileges, but I didn't have
no bullshit ass obligations.
Go with the rest
Those
of
obligations are artificial. You know what I'm saying?
You know, when you came down and gave the stupid ass order, I was the one that after you left, I was like, hey guys, look, this is basically what he's saying in a nutshell. All right. Yeah, cool. All right, B. Yeah, we can do this. You got the respect.
Right.
I don't necessarily need, because the title come with bullshit.
It does.
Right.
Absolutely. And to be honest with you, my entrepreneurship is fueled by the fact that I have never found a place where I'm comfortable doing what I want to do.
Yep.
I know it should be done. So I know something had to be different, so I had to do it.
Exactly. So
that does it this way, right? I would have been comfortable just being somebody.
Because that's what I'm saying, right? Entrepreneurship, that's like a self thing. Because your success is you. That's personal. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, my entrepreneurship, honestly, was like I want to set myself up where the money I make from my 80 hours a week covers everything I need, and I got something left over. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, because my freedom and my goals are outside of my job. I mean, when they asked me like on an evaluation, you know, the self-evaluation thing, like what's your 5-year goals? I said my 5-year goals have nothing to do with this job.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? This job is
Right.
a tool. I use this
Yeah,
to make
yes,
money,
yeah,
so I can really have a good time
Right.
away from this job. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's you know what I'm saying, it's that mentality is the mentality that I
Absolutely.
have.
Yeah. I
Absolutely.
mean,
I
yeah,
ask every time they come in here, like, what's your plan? What's your goal? Because I want to support whatever that is, right?
Right.
So, but if you are like, no, I just want to get a therapy job, and when I'm done with cool, you want to work
Right.
here?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Again, even as an entrepreneur, like, I'm doing it my way, but I also don't want to be the only one sitting here doing it. I don't want to be a slave.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, you want to work here? And I can create the type of environment for people that I would have liked to have in that position.
Listen,
Right.
So that's part of the goal there. But if you like, no, I want to start my own practice. Cool, I'm gonna help you do that too.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Ain't nothing wrong with either thing.
Yeah, either
Yeah.
thing.
So, like, even my entrepreneur dreams are different from a lot of the people that I know that's chasing entrepreneur. I told you the last time now, my perfect goal in life is to be able to put all my bills on auto pay and have enough money to do whatever the fuck I want to do. That's it. That's it.
I don't want to go to the grocery store and have to check my account first.
Thank you. I won't be able to go to the store, say, get them ribs, get that chicken, grab them cookies and that 6-pack of Modelo.
Yep.
How much you got? Just pay for it.
Just pay for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
We recently did that though. I ain't gonna lie, I was like, damn, we there?
Yeah.
And Melissa was like, she was like, we there. You know what I'm saying? And I mean everything. I was like, shit, we good to go there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never been this kind of black man. So yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like it's a good feeling.
Yeah, because people want to be millionaires and no, my entrepreneur dreams. I don't need to be a millionaire.
I'll take the millionaire though. I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it, but I don't need it.
No,
it's not a requirement for me.
I know me and Fred had that conversation. We was like, they've been pumping us up with this millionaire shit, and that's not really the goal.
Right. Yeah.
The goal is I don't want to struggle.
Right. That's it. And that is it. That is it. But you know, they gotta make it sound big. That's why I hate them telemarketer ass fucking
right. Yeah.
TikTok ass niggas. Calling them telemarketer TikTok ass niggas, is that not supporting our black people? Or is it just a fact?
It's a fact.
It's a fact.
Like to see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know? Let me play this clip that we found.
As far as black culture, if you're not a part of the street life, if you ain't promoting doing crime, you looked at as a lame.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Like my most viral video was telling people, hey, be real men again, you know, be there for your kids, be there for your community, be, you know, a productive member of society. Oh, you bitch ass nigga, like you lame ass. And this coming from somebody who been to prison.
Yeah.
This coming from somebody who done gangbang, shootouts, and like everything that y'all big up, I done it already. And I seen where it led, and I shifted my life to a more positive realm that I'm living in now. And I've been the most successful I've ever been in life now, making that shift. But even knowing all that with your past, they'll still call you a lame if you're not promoting that life, the deaf lifestyle, because that's what it is.
That was from the Viral Way podcast. And what y'all think about that?
I think I don't like that shit. I think I don't like that. Yeah, but you know what? Not to jump back to last week's show. But people that's responding to him have plantation mentality. It's like, why would I want you to have to only talk about you a bitch ass nigga if you talk about taking care of your family?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't get that shit. But I tell you what I didn't like about the guy though. Not like didn't like about him. Right, but it was just when he said, you know, I done been to prison, I done did those things. I was a little disappointed when he said that. And I get that he made the point at the end. I see where it leads. So I have to tell you that I went through these things to see where it leads. But I'll always question is, are you still trying to get clout from that? Because you mentioned it. Because you can still say it. That shit leads you nowhere without saying that I went through it. Because it's like when motherfuckers say, man, I spent 5 years in jail. Now I spent 56 years free, motherfucker. I will fight for that shit.
Right.
I'm thinking because you went to jail, suddenly that makes you motherfucking Iron Man. Because trust me, freedom will put a nigga in a Hulk position all fucking day long. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will hurt you for my fucking freedom. Yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Since the beginning
of time. Some people say that because a lot of times, like, especially like with the people he was talking about.
Right.
If you go back and question them, the first thing a lot of them say is, well, how the fuck you know? How you know what we going through? So then, nigga, I know what you're going through because I done been a gangbanger. I done went to jail behind that shit. I done lost everything behind that. So I saw where it leads. So you not telling me nothing new. You not convinced me because I done been there, done that. I don't think a lot of time. Some people do use that for clout.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not impressed when somebody just bring up out of the blue. Yeah, I went to jail for 10 years. You stupid. You know, what the fuck? That's not something to brag on.
Yep.
Okay.
Like, I used to tell my little BTs, they used to be like, well, you ain't never been in Oak Hill all them years and this. I said, no, that ain't never happened to me. But bro, you don't have a patent on hard times. You know what I'm saying? So because that happened to you doesn't mean that whatever happened to me suddenly takes me out of the fucking league of going through a thing. You went through a thing. You didn't go through the only thing. You know what I mean? That was your thing. You know what I mean? So but that doesn't mean that I'm still not available to fucking help you though. You see what I'm saying? Because if you say, nigga, I done been in, I was in the gangs and I was in jail where I ain't never been to jail. So shouldn't I be? I'm in a better position to keep you out of jail than a nigga who done been to jail. Just because I have experience in prison doesn't make me a professional prisoner. You know what I'm saying? I would want to talk to a motherfucker who never been to prison. Because I don't want to go to prison. Because if you've been to prison, here's what you can tell me how it is in prison. And if I done been to prison, then I already know that. You see what I'm saying? Now if you say, nigga, I ain't never been to prison. Let me teach you how never to go to prison again.
Right.
That shit makes more sense. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I always think because we do use it as a thing, because it to some people, and especially in a hood environment, it's impressive. Like I remember people be like, man, dude just got out of jail. And like, dang, man, don't fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like we think niggas that go to jail all of a sudden learn how to super fight. You know what I'm saying? And that's a real mentality. Because I remember up until freshman year in high school, I thought everybody that was Asian, you know, Japanese, Chinese, Korean, all that shit, I thought all of them knew karate.
Right.
I thought when they was born, if we go to boxing, they get a sensei, and all these motherfuckers know how to do karate. Had it look with the dude at the store, you know, all the stores had the Vietnamese people. There's a lot of history with that shit too in the black community. But I just assumed that the little boy was in the backyard, you know, doing that Tai Chi thing with his mom. And I was like, look at him learning that fucking karate, man. That nigga kick ass, you know? And I'm like, I just thought it was automatic. But we all had that mentality. Like somebody went to jail, then they was some super tough ass motherfucker. They regular ass fucking people that fucked up and got caught. And I used to tell them all the time, like, nigga, I done been to jail. Like, nigga, don't brag on your failures. Clearly, you wasn't a good ass criminal. You got caught. You see what I'm saying? You wasn't successful. Have I ever broken the law? Yup. Have you ever been to jail? Nope. Success. You know what I'm saying? So shit.
Oh my God, that's good. That's good.
That is the way to look at it, though.
Yeah.
Right. Shit, nigga, you went to jail. You wasn't doing your job.
Right, yeah.
You didn't plan that shit out. I planned all my shit out. Guess who ain't never been
work
there?
on the front end so you wouldn't end up down on the back end.
Exactly. The whole point of being a criminal is to not go to jail.
Right. Yeah, you want to get away with the crime. That's the win.
Yes. What about gatekeepers? I'm an entrepreneur and I'm doing this successful thing, and then you come to me and say, hey, I want to do what you're doing, and I'll give you this much information and tell you shit like, you gotta read, you gotta go read, read books. That's what you need to do.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know how I feel about gatekeepers, man. We done had this conversation before.
10,000
I
times.
said, stand them cheeky motherfuckers. It's enough shit out here for everybody. I'm not gonna all of a sudden become super successful because you told me something if I don't put in the work. And I'm damn sure not gonna run you out of fucking business.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's that. It's like y'all remember back in the day when you was going to get a job, but they was hiring and say your best friend now, so your best friend need a job. Remember when your mama used to tell you, you better make sure you get your job before you tell her about that? Like she gonna take, they hiring for 5 positions. It's just me and her.
Right.
I don't think she's gonna take all 5 of the positions. Mom, I think I can still get the job.
You still get the job. Right.
Yeah.
And depending on what they're looking for, I might be ready.
Thank you.
Right.
Yeah.
Shit. Now I remember Mama used to tell me that she used to be like, stop taking dip with you every time you go to do a job, go job hunting. And I was like, I was like, that ain't even applying. I'm good. Just some company while I travel up and down Canal Street to Lake Forest Mall, Yeah, I was like, that ain't even applying. Nigga, ain't
right. But I get that goes back to the competition mindset.
Right.
And I think one thing I've gathered in my latter years is what belongs to you is yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that.
I don't walk around thinking that anybody can take anything from me that wasn't mine to begin with,
right,
and all that. So, yeah, get the competition out of your mind. It's supposed to be collaboration, people. Like, supposed to be working together.
Exactly.
Let's talk about how we or do we not support each other in like with nonprofits or our faith, and because we talk a lot about Christianity and how people do it and all that kind of stuff. Are we not supporting the culture when we talk about that? When we're non-supportive?
When we talking about like
church and
stuff, not be.
Nah, I think we are supporting. I mean, but again, that's our opinion. Yeah, you know what I mean. And then supporting what? You know what I'm saying? Like from the church aspect, like what are we supporting? Yeah, you know what I mean?
Right, so, because we support a free mind.
Right, exactly. So we actually supporting the individual and not the concept of you sending TD Jakes all of your Social Security check. You know what I'm saying? So we're not supporting that piece. So I don't think that's not enough.
And I thought about
unsupport.
That. And I thought about that because of course, always doing more research and all that. And the idea that even though colonizers used Christianity as a tool, Christianity in itself is not a bad thing, and nor is it a white man thing, like started in Ethiopia, right? And that was the earliest Christians there, right? And so so I saw a clip with somebody talking about that, about it started in Ethiopia, and therefore it's not the white man thing, but also this or this or whatever, right? However, we're talking about the colonized version. We're talking about how this version of Christianity entraps and keeps us on lockdown and in mental slavery and all that stuff. So I can be supportive of my people and Christianity as it was intended to be, not as it is now and what it's used for. And that's the difference.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, I could definitely see that because because it's not like it's like like it's a white man thing and it's here to entrap you, and you know what I'm saying. That's not all.
But right.
Again, you're right. And I've heard the people who like flat out believe like that. Why with that white man mentality? Like, it's not a white man mentality. You know what I'm saying? It's like anything. It's been weaponized. You know what I mean? So looking at it, I don't have to be an atheist because something that was there for me. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's now been weaponized. Yeah,
Right.
nigga, you still
Right.
pay taxes. That shit
Right.
weaponized like a motherfucker. So
and right. And because I also looked at like, you know, I used to have Ashley the Baron as our teacher of history and such. And when she was even talking about the fact that, you know, Black people really used Christianity to galvanize, to like, you know, that was the one place the church was the one place we could go dressed up.
Right.
And all that. And so we used it as a strong point and all that stuff or whatever. Like, no, we don't sing Wade in the Water now because we's free. However, that song has significance in its time. It helped those people get it together, helped our people get it together and stay strong and all that stuff or whatever. So we have to recognize the power that's in it, but it also has been prostituted.
Right. Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
So we support all our people and our individual faiths and things, but be careful about what get you all wrapped up, y'all.
Exactly.
So, what else? What do you think about the concept of people thinking they're better than the other people? Like on the other end, like you got the people that's like, nigga, you think you better, but then there's the people that I do think I'm better.
Right.
And
yeah, I don't like those people. I don't fuck with those people. Like, and I never treat nobody like, cause you kind of know, you see them and you like, yeah, that's one of them motherfuckers. But you give them a chance.
Right.
I give people lots of fucking chances. So I'm like sure that I'm sure. So once you see it though, yeah, you have to cut. You got to cut them. Well, separate yourself. You got to cut them loose. Let them do what they do. But you don't have to be around them because that mentality. Now that's a crab in a barrel. I don't, and they will not support you. They may not support you. Be Black and not support you just because you are Black. Because that's another thing that puts another notch in the belt and makes them feel like they're a little bit more important. You know what I'm saying? I like the ones that's stupid enough to believe that acting that way somehow makes them more white. You know what I mean? And not skin color white, just that white mentality. And that white people are going to somehow embrace them because they can see this quality about them. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't just go up to white people and say, hello, white man. I totally disregard my Blackness. Oh, welcome to the fold, brother. You know what I'm saying? They can't do that. But for whatever reason, they do believe that they get recognized as somebody special, a particular, different, because they're doing those names.
Right.
Fucking assholes.
They are assholes. Oh, Lord. Bro, you know what we was talking about?
Nah, I missed that after the wife called me real quick.
We talking about how first we was talking about the people who look at you like, nigga, you think you better than everybody else? But we flip to the other side, and the people who actually do think they better than everybody else when they make a step up.
Oh, them. Yeah, I know some of them. Yeah. I hate them motherfuckers too.
Yeah.
Because they think some kind of way that's gonna get them in the club. You're never gonna get in if you're not useful, your Black ass ain't never getting in the club.
You'll never completely be in the club because
and if you're useful, they only gonna let you in the club
to use you
because they need you for something. Then as soon as your usefulness is done, we're gonna get you Black ass back over here with the motherfuckers that all hate you now.
Right.
So now you by yourself. You on the island by yourself.
Right.
And what a lot of white people don't realize, most of them motherfuckers are not in the club. You know what I'm saying? They think they are, but it's like, nigga, for real, y'all need to come over here. You already listening to fucking Red Man and Method Man and shit. You know, you on that Nicki Minaj like a motherfucker, nigga. Just come over here. You know what I'm saying?
I tell people all the time, Brian, that white people, the one thing white people hate more than Black people and minorities is poor white people.
Yeah,
because you're white. You just like the rest of them,
right?
You know, we don't like you, but you're useful because we make you.
Nigga, you're a registered voter.
Right?
You're useful. Yeah.
I mean,
I had a moment last week. I had a consultation with a lady, a white lady, and first I want to normalize people. Go to the website and see what I do. Okay, don't just jump in with your insurance. Talking about my insurance sent me here. Like, go see what I do first. So. She didn't do that. but she came. And we had a good consultation. We had a real good consultation. But of course, I give my spiel. I focus on marginalized, disenfranchised folks. I break barriers, et cetera, right?
Right.
And all that. And I can see, like, she's like, oh, I don't know. Like, and I said, but you also, white lady, are disenfranchised.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, huh? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Right.
Yeah.
And also, I just like the mayor, like, you belong to, you are also disenfranchised, man. Like, you're trying to hustle like the rest of us, and and the white man don't like you either.
Yeah. I mean, and it's crazy the amount of disenfranchised white people think that they not just because they're white. And I was like, you really think the thing is your skin color does not carry any power. Ours do. You know what I'm saying?
That's good, right?
Yeah, it doesn't, because no other race of people in the history of human beings have any group of people ever tried to cut out, and disregard like black people. It's like they won't stop. So clearly these motherfuckers know something that niggas we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because we always talk about our greatness, and I ain't gonna lie, I teach my children that the black race is the most intelligent race on the planet. We just we just won't embrace it. We won't embrace it, because why throughout history, you know what I'm saying, since the beginning of our beginning, have we been attacked, harassed, withheld, you know what I'm saying, all that? Like they don't even
around us. They create rules around us.
Exactly.
All the dumb shit in place right now is because preventing us.
Yeah, exactly. There's no actual fear or concern of any Asian or even Spanish, you know what I'm saying, Mexican, anybody in Latino group. They pretend to be scared of the LGBTQ group, but they just, because most of them, 90% of these people that you see in government that say, oh, and the gays and the lesbians are gays and lesbians. So the majority of it. Right. Yeah. So that's not a real threat, but black people, period, as a whole, is a threat, because everything that comes along, trust me, we the baseline, we the root for that stew. You know what I'm saying? And
that's good, man. You on fire today.
I do the thing.
Move for the stew.
Yeah.
But think about it, though. Think about it. This is why his comment is 100% right. They got white people in Africa, South Africa.
Yeah.
Africa is one of the only countries that was never conquered by white people.
Yeah,
Mexico was conquered. Mexico was Texas, California, Arizona, New Mexico. All that was Mexico. White people came in, kicked their ass, and took their shit. Native Americans, we ain't got to go through their story. They came in here, just said, fuck it, we gonna kill all you motherfuckers. And everywhere that white people are, they pretty much conquered the country. Except for Africa. They never conquered Africa. The majority of Africa is still black. They had that one little part, South Africa, and they tried to rule that shit with an iron fist.
Right.
Now it's back all black.
Because they did something.
Right.
So, and just like
genocide.
Lots of countries in Africa, a lot of countries in Africa, like they going hard in the paint too. Like, no, we getting our shit together over here.
They all getting their shit together. They like, fuck everybody else. We're gonna get our own money. We're gonna show you motherfuckers. But think about it. ICE can get rid of every other minority in America except black people.
Yeah, because we citizens. We ain't fucking. They can't get rid of us. You know what I'm saying?
That's why they go. That's just like Brian said. That's why they go so hard in the paint again. We weren't supposed to be where we're at right now.
Right, but that's why there's so many control factors in play, and one of the biggest control factors was convincing the Negro that you should not support other Negroes.
Negroes.
See how we
Yeah,
made
we're back
full
around
circle.
to-
We made full circle because that is the clincher, and it's not a thing about white people, they support or they don't support.
That's
Niggas,
not
stop
correct.
giving a shit about that.
Yeah.
You need to support your own fucking people.
Yeah.
And it may seem like a small thing. It's like, Linda and Paulette and them for the Jones family. Everybody know the Jones family. They done opened up a little beauty shop. Support that shit. You know what I'm saying? Support that shit. Go up and then get your little sponge, brush your little afro sheen comb out. Come on, get that old school plug-in afro hot comb. I had that hot there. That was a dope shit. But that's what I'm saying. Like support your people. And as far as like the entrepreneurship thing, if you got an idea and you want to create some entrepreneurship, build it, create it, and then start teaching other motherfuckers how to build it and create it. Don't fucking gatekeep, and don't look at it like your ass is particular because you had an idea. Because all businesses are successful for one reason: people like what you do. That's it. That's it. You ain't special. Jay-Z is not the shit. It's just that what he does, people like it. That's it. Yeah. And that majority of people like. I think he's average. I'm not. I don't see where he's a GOAT, but, but obviously
he ain't doing nothing new. He ain't doing shit new. Yeah. All he did is that he got shot. All he did was slap his name on a bottle of champagne. That shit might be trash. I ain't never had it.
I didn't even know he had a champagne.
Yeah. Yeah, he's selling that shit like his freaking I can't remember the name of it, but that shit might be trash. I ain't never had it.
Yeah, but we definitely got to get on the each one teach one type mentality, man. Because we don't have to be. I mean, we're doing great. We're doing great as people. We're doing great as a community. But we shouldn't get complacent. Because I think most black people are like, we good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they white folk gonna do what they're gonna do, but we good. Now it's always some other shit.
They always, because
we gotta stay tight. You know what I'm saying?
They always come for our juggler, so you should always, we always gotta keep our head on swivel.
Yeah, because they know we coming for their shit.
Well, they think we coming for their shit, but it's our shit.
For real. Right, exactly. Yeah. We're not even trying to take nothing from you.
Take them down. We just want
we want regular ass shit.
They don't know that. They don't. Because the whole white persona was built on racism.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, it was built on black fear more so than racism. Because you can hate a nigga all day long as you empowered above that nigga, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? How much you hate him. But if I got you constantly scared that this black person is gonna do you something, I got way more control over that white population than I do the black population. Yeah. And this is why I say they know, because they know black people. We ain't out here burning up buildings and stabbing white people and shooting people and at fucking meetings and shit. Like we don't do that shit, and they know that's why I say they know. And I'm not falling for that. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't know. No, those impoverished white people that pay more attention to what they saying than what's actually going on, they don't know.
No,
the people they fucking know. You know what I'm saying? They know. Because they was like, man, black people, all we want to do is to be able to walk down the street and enjoy fucking life, no different than no fucking body else. That's it.
Absolutely. Let me show you what Malcolm X had to say about that. That's perfect.
Person who was attacked.
I think you'll find, sir, that there will come a time when black people wake up and become intellectually independent enough to think for themselves as other humans are intellectually independent enough to think for themselves. Then the black man will think like a black man, and he will feel for other black people. And this new thinking and feeling will cause black people to stick together. And then at that point, you'll have a situation where when you attack one black man, you are attacking all black men. And this type of black thinking will cause all black people to stick together. And this type of thinking also will bring an end to the brutality inflicted upon black people by white people. And it is the only thing that will bring an end to it. No federal court, state court, or city court will bring an end to it. It's something that the black man has to bring an end to himself.
Minister Malcolm.
And yes.
You know, every time I see that, I'll be so impressed with Denzel Washington because he played the piss out of Malcolm X.
Oh my God!
Yeah. Like, he played Malcolm X so good. I was like, Denzel is Malcolm X.
Yes. When people see the image of him as Malcolm, they're like,
yeah.
That's
you got to figure out, is that Malcolm or is that
him? Yeah.
He embodied that role. Oh my God. Oh my God. He really embodied that role.
Him and Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx did Ray.
Yeah, he sure did. He sure did. There was some actors right there.
But yeah, that clip was the best clip that I found. Yeah. Because he once we get that mentality.
Right.
Stop.
And that's what it is.
Right.
Stop videotaping a black man getting his ass kicked.
Yep.
And start helping that black man that's getting his ass kicked. Mm-hmm. Because if they know it's just if it's 5 white people, tiki torches, as Brian called them.
Yeah.
If they know, if them 6 know they got to fight 12 black people, if you jump on this one black man or black boy or black woman, they're not gonna jump.
They won't do it. Yeah,
they're not gonna jump.
The consequence is the people gonna come after you. They won't do it. Right. You know, it's the same thing as me saying, if you mess with me, my brother's coming after you.
Right.
They won't do it.
It's a fact. That's a fact.
Who, Fred Bright? Yes. Don't mess with me. Right. So like, and I like that he said like, understanding that it's the premise that if it's happening to you, then it's happening to me.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
And we got to gather that. If it's happening to you, then it's happening to me. And so if there's an injustice, I need to stand up on your behalf because what's happening to you is happening to me because we are one and all that. But on this, and on the same tip on the side of the show topic, also, if I'm elevating, so are you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. It's okay. What's Liquor Store Joe? It's okay if Liquor Store Joe want to do his thing. But understand, Liquor Store Joe, I still got your back, even though I'm elevating. I need you to have my back.
Yeah. Exactly. Right? Liquor Store Joe could be an employee at the Noni Juice Factory. You know what I'm saying? Just know he might call out on Monday if he'd have been in that liquor store.
Exactly. But you know that about Liquor Store Joe.
I already know that about Liquor Store Joe.
You ain't got to worry about the Monday thing. Don't even worry about. Just call out. You're not gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? But don't give him a day off because then it's gonna turn into Tuesday.
Yep. Yeah.
Let him call out.
Yeah. Just call out. I got you. Don't worry about it.
Calling out. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know. So yeah, I think all that's legit. And the wrap up there is look out for one another, folks. It's all a game. It's all a game to keep us divided yet again. We're gonna keep talking about that, right? Because the premise of this show is get it together. We need to lock in.
Right. And we got to unify. We got entertainment all over the social media platforms. You know, come here and get your shit together.
Right. You know just get your shit together. That's it. And no judgment. And where you at is where you at, right?
Where you at?
Where we at is where we at. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta get to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Like we're always trying to level up, you know. So we're gonna wrap that up with we are conscious and we are aware. Please stay prepared, but don't never be scared.
Ain't never scared.
And then here go Fred Park.
I know it.
Podcast. Like, subscribe. I don't know what you do on TikTok. Hit that heart. I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
Like, share, subscribe.
I'm gonna have to find out what you do on TikTok because I think right now we should be everywhere.
Right. We are everything. Yeah.
Listen to us on Spotify.
I'm still working on getting the rest of the stuff up on Spotify. But I'm working on y'all. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm doing a lot of shit.
Yeah, it's a 3-man crew.
Yeah.
Doing 12
and look, listen, people. Right. You know what I'm saying? Hit the doggone like button. but please, you know what I'm saying? Support the channel because the channel is here to support all of you. everybody that's within ear shot of us.
Right. You know, so we're gonna be working on more things and doing more stuff. Again, if y'all got questions in the show, leave questions in the comments if y'all watching the replay and all that. You know what I'm saying?
We'll answer you back.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to come on the show and have some intelligent discussion, right?
Yeah, discussion. Don't come on here arguing and shit. But you can. You can, though. You can. I'll argue with you.
He like to argue a little bit, you know. And anything else? No, that's pretty much it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So y'all
shout out to Tyler Perry and Dr. Umar.
You know, I had a clip from Umar.
I know.
He was actually speaking knowledge. That must have been a back in the day clip.
Probably back in the day one. You know, we still putting out that challenge for Tyler Perry and Dr. Umar.
Yeah.
Come on, show and talk to us, because
you know what? I want to put out a challenge for Candace Owens to come on the show.
Oh, word!
I got some stuff I want to talk to her about.
You want to talk to Candace?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, that's challenging too, because she's no idiot.
She's not. No, she's highly intelligent.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You know. So anybody you want to see us talk to, put it in the comment.
Yeah, and then we harass the shit out of them until they get here.
Harass everybody. I know we just a little podcast, but we are big. We are interesting.
Right.
We are
exactly.
Bro, when y'all catch on.
Cool. It's gonna be a great day.
One more thing. Our host, Shawnnell, said y'all should be on the lookout because we will be doing drive-bys on other people's podcasts.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah. That's
our new thing now. You know,
we running up on your block. We not checking in. We just gonna run up on your block.
Exactly. We is in here pissing you the fuck off. Right.
Awesome. Y'all have a good week. Don't let nobody bullshit you. Remember, we came here to make you think, not to change your mind. And we out.
Thanks, brother.
Peace out.
Later.